The next night, I didn't even try to sleep. I just waited. The digital clock beside my bed slowly changed from 1:59 to 2 a.m. And right on time, it started again. The footsteps. Slow, dragging, moving across the wooden floor of the hallway outside my room. Exactly the same as the night before. One step, then another. Calm, careful, like whoever, or whatever, was walking out there already knew the house. My heart pounded as the sound moved past my door. I was completely alone in that house. I had checked every room, every window, every lock, but the footsteps kept coming, every night at exactly 2 a.m. This time, I decided to prove it to myself. I grabbed my phone and turned on the voice recorder. My hands were shaking as I slowly moved closer to the door. The footsteps were still there, walking slowly across the hallway. I pressed record. The microphone icon glowed red on the screen, and I waited. The sound grew louder, closer, until it stopped right outside my bedroom door. My breath caught in my throat. I stood there, staring at the door, waiting for the handle to move again like it had before. But instead, something even stranger happened. The footsteps didn't continue past the door this time. They stayed there, just standing outside. Finally, I opened the door. Slowly, carefully. The hallway stretched out in front of me, just like every other night. Long, dark, silent. I raised my phone flashlight and swept the beam across the walls and floor. Nothing. No one standing there. No movement. No shadow. Just the same old hallway rug lying across the wooden floor. But then the light stopped on something that made my stomach drop. The rug had moved again. Not just slightly this time. It had shifted almost halfway across the floor, like something small had walked across it repeatedly during the night. As I walked further down the hallway, something else caught my attention. The door at the very end of the corridor was open, just slightly. That door had always been shut since the day I moved in. I knew because I had tried opening it before, but it wouldn't budge. Now it was cracked open just enough for darkness to spill into the hallway. The footsteps had stopped right in front of it. My chest tightened as I stepped closer. It felt like the house was watching me, waiting for me to see what was inside that room. I stopped a few steps from the door. Something didn't feel right. The hallway suddenly felt colder, heavier, like the air itself had thickened. Then I felt it. That strange sensation you get when someone is standing behind you, watching you. Slowly, I turned around. The hallway was empty again, but the rug moved slightly, just enough for me to notice, as if something invisible had just stepped onto it. At that moment, I realized something terrifying. Whatever was walking through this house every night, it knew I could hear it, and somehow, it wanted me to follow it. If you enjoy stories like this, make sure to like the video. And if you've ever heard strange noises in your own house late at night, let me know in the comments. Because the truth is, after what happened next, I started to wonder if I had ever really been alone in that house at all. The next morning, I searched the house again, this time more carefully. That's when I found it. A folded newspaper clipping hidden in one of the kitchen drawers. The headline was faded, but I could still read it. It was about a missing child who had lived in that very house decades ago. According to the article, the boy disappeared one night, sometime after midnight. No one ever found him. The story ended there. But something about it felt wrong. Because the footsteps in the hallway, they sounded exactly like the steps of someone small. That night, the activity changed. The footsteps didn't just walk anymore. Things started moving. A chair near the hallway table slowly slid across the floor. The rug twisted again like something had dragged its feet across it. And the footsteps, they weren't just walking anymore. They were running. And then, I saw it. At the far end of the hallway, something moved. Not clearly, just a shape forming in the darkness. Small, thin, standing completely still beneath the flickering light. My heart nearly stopped. The shape looked like a child. The shadow moved. One slow step forward, then another. The exact same footsteps I had been hearing every night. And suddenly I realized, the footsteps weren't just walking through the house. They were walking toward me. Then I looked down at the floor. Small footprints were appearing in the dust, one after another. Invisible steps forming right in front of me. Then something whispered behind me, so close I felt the breath on my neck. A child's voice, quiet, broken and cold. "You finally see me." You think that was terrifying? Wait until you see what happened the next night at 2 a.m.